me that you love me, baby girl, what you. Tell me that you love me, baby girl, what you. Tell me that you love me, baby girl, what you own. Tell me that you love me, baby.
All right, welcome back, everyone. This is episode 22 of From the Heights podcast. Y'all know me. I'm Drake from the Heights. And today we have the man, the myth, the legend.
You got to stop. I can't live up to that. You got to stop saying that.
Anyway, we have the man, the myth, the legend, my brother from another mother. Name is Ned. We call him T-Ned.
People are going to meet me and be like, you're disappointing. Drake said you were fucking...
Oh, my God. Hell no. Anyway, welcome back, everyone. I hope y'all enjoyed the last few episodes. We've had some big, heavy hitters. You know, we have shout out to Santos for coming on. The last few episodes were hot. Ned's back from feeling good. Hopefully he's feeling a little bit better. You know?
Yeah.
Not feeling like RFK no more.
Yeah. Apparently, I always do.
But overall, you know, shout out to everyone that has liked, subscribed. You know, our numbers have been outrageous these last few episodes. So shout out to everyone that has taken the time to watch our videos, looked at our clips, shared our clips, liked it, commented the whole 9 yards. It's been a blessing. It's been a blast. But it's been, you know, these NFL. We're gonna get right into the heat of it. You know, these NFL playoffs have been fucking insane. You know, Tina just walked into the fucking door with the most insane fucking catch by Cole Kmet that Caleb Williams. I don't know how he fucking even threw that shit, but
I walked in.
We're here now.
I walked in. I didn't even make eye contact with you. I just looked straight at the screen because I knew it was the fourth down play. I had it on my phone listening to it on the way over here, and I knew it was coming.
Dude, it's fucking insane, man. And to see the Caleb Williams make that play, you know, he was my fantasy quarterback this year, so he definitely won me some games. But, you know, I'm excited to see where the Bears are going to go these next few years, honestly. I know you're a Packers fan. I know you hate them, but at the end of the day, you know, ball is ball.
I've been saying it. Like, even last year when they only won 5 games, like, he's going to be around. And, yeah, you see the flip when you get somebody like Ben Johnson in there who actually knows how to, like, call an offense and run an organization like that. I wanted to point out, too, I didn't notice until I started fucking around listening to the last episode. And you literally reminded me right before we started what number episode it was, and I still didn't say it.
Oh, when you did the intro?
Yeah. I just completely skipped over it. I was like, why didn't that man fire me on camera?
I didn't even. Some extracurricular activities have been placed during the beforehand episodes.
You told me 4 minutes before we started recording, and I was just like, blew right past it.
It'd be like that. But overall, man, you did great. I'll give you that. So don't even try to beat yourself on it. And Ned from the Defs is this is Ned from the motherfucking Heights, not Ned from the Defs. I was just like, you know, I'll let you ride on that one.
Oh, shit.
But, you know, you've been a huge part of this, man. So, like I'm saying, these last few episodes have been great, you know. So
I appreciate it.
But
it's fun to do. And it gives me especially like with the football part of it or anything really, like it gives me a reason to I'm always interested in whatever's going on in the world, but it gives me a reason to like pay a little bit more attention and like you know, so I'm at least somewhat informed so I can talk about things.
Absolutely. You know, it's something like, I think once I'm happy, I'm really, you know, truly deep from the bottom of my heart, bro, like really appreciate you coming on the show because a lot of people I do have talked about it have just bullshitted it, but you know, you've actually taken the time and the effort into like, you know, to learn things and the, you know, especially with me doing like audio checks like some motherfuckers out here, you know, not taking shots, I'm pointing facts. But
damn.
But
that's a good. I might have to use that.
But overall, but you know, it is what it is. You know, we moved on. You know, life is great. That's what I'm saying, bro. These last few episodes with you have been amazing.
Yeah, it's fun, dude.
I'm saying, bro, it's like the numbers we've seen. I'm telling you, the guests we have coming on the show. I can't wait for you to meet.
Yeah. Yeah, I appreciate it. It's like I said, gives me something to like, not just look forward to, but like something that. From the moment I started like watching podcasts and shit that like, oh, that would be fun. Like,
absolutely.
Not it because it's stuff that I already like doing anyways. Like if me and you are gonna hang out and watch a football game or something, we're gonna be doing this anyways. So like to then just take it and like record it and have other people be like, yo, this is cool. I like listening to you guys have conversations. Like, that's fun.
That's what I'm
and
saying.
then, when it gets to the point of, and you've already had one, like having cool guests on that can come tell you stories and tell you some inside stuff about shit you don't know about. Like,
Absolutely.
And you can learn things and learn about different people. Shit's fun, man.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when I remember my mom, like we were in the process of moving in here. You know, this is also the studio house, so shout out to my amazing girlfriend Angelica for this. But yeah, I remember I was talking to Mama about it. She was just like, you know, who's gonna be the next people on the show? And I was talking to her, and I was like, honestly, I was like, Devin for sure. Tommy when he can make it, but I actually just recently asked T-Ned, and she was like, oh shit.
She probably was like, who?
No, she was like, oh shit. But I told her, I was like, I asked T-Ned and I asked Tyson Troball, I need you on the show. But
Riverside Elementary class reunion in it.
that's what I'm saying, man. And once I told her those two names, she sat there. She's like, you know, and she was literally in my doorway, and she's like, you know what, Drake, I really love that idea.
Yeah.
And she's like,
That's cool.
She's like, I love T-Net on there, and I love Troball on there, and I think that'd be a nice, good little click. Y'all can actually make some shit happen with it.
Yeah, you know, I've been told multiple times in my life, and I'm not making this up. Like I've been told multiple times by like strangers, just like in stores and in public and shit. Like,
Yep.
you just be like walking past somebody and like, oh shoot, excuse me, whatever. And I've had multiple strangers like in the past be like, you got a good radio voice. So like doing this shit now is kind of fucking cool. I know it's not radio, but
Yeah.
same concept. Like, it's just interesting to have, because like I would never imagine that. And apparently people on the internet wouldn't imagine that either. They think I sound like RFK. So
I know, that's kind of funny. That was a crazy comment, honestly. Because when you said that, I was like, is this RFK, like Round F. Kennedy?
yeah.
That's what like when he said, I could tell when I read that comment, I sat there, I was like, he has to be talking about this guy.
Yeah.
And I remember telling you that comment. That shit just.
As soon as you kind of like confirmed, you were like, who's RFK? And the moment you said that, I was like, I already know what motherfuckers are saying. I already know what the insults are.
That's like, I was gonna text you about it and ask you about it. I'm like, is this who I'm actually like? They're trying to like play it out, but I was like, I'm just gonna ask him in person.
I don't know what to tell you, folks. I've sounded like this since the 4th grade. Like, I don't.
Dude.
I used to answer the fucking landline phone in my parents' house, and my grandma would she'd be the one calling. I would answer it, and she would just go, "Hi, Todd," because she thought it was my dad. And I'm in elementary school. Like, I don't know what to do.
I'm just a YN out here.
I've sounded like this forever, and I also smoke weed. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, it is what it is, man. That's what I'm saying. I got my dad's voice, so you know, it's just when they hear my dad and they hear me, it's just like, yep, this is where.
Yeah, same. Yeah, my brother and my dad both have it too. Yeah.
So, but man, dude, I'm telling you, these NFL playoffs have been absolutely insane.
Yeah.
You know, let's get into like, you know, the Seattle Seahawks and the 49ers. That was an absolute blow.
Good weekend of football.
Yeah.
About 50-50.
Absolutely.
Two bad games, 2 good ones. I shouldn't say that. The Texans Patriots game was good. It just looked like the conditions were really affecting those teams.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if did you watch any of that one?
No, I just saw CJ.
Dude.
CJ had like 3 interceptions though.
Fucking fumbles all over the place. Apparently both teams shared a big old bucket of popcorn because they were fucking dropping everything. Like,
Jesus.
it was, yeah. But I mean, understandably so, because it was like just that shitty mix of like rain that was freezing just enough to kind of turn into snow, but the second it hits anything, it just turns to water.
Yeah.
Like, it was real shitty conditions. So it makes sense. But yeah, it was. And then you got 2 good defenses going at it. Yeah. CJ looked brutal, man. Especially the first half. It literally looked like I don't know. Watching it live, it felt like he regressed mentally to where like everything was way too fast for him or something. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, it looked bad. He kind of rebounded a little bit in the second half, but not.
Also, not having Nico count, bro. Also,
yeah. No,
did you see the short from the last episode that we did?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. When people were cooking you about they think that Tank Dell's a top 5 receiver.
People were cooking me. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's wonderful. You folks got to listen to the whole fucking episode, not just the shorts.
Yeah.
Because I literally, like, we were having a conversation about Nico. I'm talking about him being a top 5 receiver. And then Drake goes, what happened to Tank was disgusting. And we started talking about Tank Dell. I wasn't talking about Tank Dell being a top 5 receiver. I was talking about Nico Collins being a top 5 receiver.
I was going to let you address this.
Lick my entire asshole. Watch the entire episode or don't, but like, settle down, folks.
I was gonna let you address that one because I was reading the comments and I was like, bro, these obviously mofos obviously haven't watched.
For the love of Pete, I didn't even know that, but when I watched the short, because I watched it on YouTube, I was like, oh yeah, people are gonna misunderstand the fuck out of that. I knew it immediately.
I'll say it got likes though, and it got the views that we needed. That's the reason why I was like, okay, like people are probably watching this clip and either. Shout out to the ones that probably did watch that clip and then go watch the full episode. Didn't understand the whole what we were talking about.
Yeah, I knew that shit was gonna happen the moment I saw it. I was like, I literally by myself out loud was like, I don't think Tank Dell's a top 5 receiver.
Yeah,
I mean he's fine, but I don't think that. And that video went out of its way.
Yeah, I was like, shout out to AI for that one. That's like they just chopped it out the right point. I was like, they're either.
Motherfuckers stirring up controversy.
That's what I was saying. I was like, either our fucking clipping channel is either stirring up the pot to be like, you know what, I know what I'm gonna do. Like, I saw that part. I was like, I'm gonna chop it here and I'm gonna end it here.
Motherfucker.
So
Nico's top 5.
Yeah, Nico is definitely a top 5 receiver. He is a dog, but Tank Dell has potential, but in the long term,
man, I feel so. Yeah. As much as we in talking about that, I said like I feel bad for Nico because he's always getting hurt. Feel bad for Tank Dell, man, because that injury that we were talking about in Kansas City that I was at that game, I think that was like his 4th or 5th game back after he was injured for almost an entire season before that.
Yeah.
Like he had just come back and then that shit happened again. And he got shot in the offseason 2 years ago. Like, motherfucker just been through the goddamn ringer. Like, so, yeah. Respect the fuck out of Tank Dell. I think he's really good. But no, I don't think he's a top 5 receiver. Thanks, YouTube. Thanks, YouTube Shorts. I mean, it ain't YouTube's fault, but you know what I mean.
That show's hilarious. I watched those. I was just watching the comments come in, and I didn't respond to them.
That's
I was
so
like,
funny.
I was like, I'm just gonna
let it go.
I was just gonna address this on the pod and
let
let
it
you
go.
in.
That's funny,
because like I hope the people that have watched that clip and then subscribed are the same motherfuckers that are gonna watch this again.
Yeah, I don't mind if you're listening because you think I'm an idiot. That's fine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Roast me in the comments. I don't give a shit. I'm not gonna see it.
But at the end of the day, they're still helping us. So
no, that's yeah. Yeah.
But overall, man, that's like that game was. But the game we really need to get into, and I want to ask this question specifically because you were with them during the moment, is how is Mr. Two-Turn doing? I'm gonna let you take the field on this one. He left
pretty quickly after that game got over. Referring to the Bills-Broncos game, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Big Tom Warden, big Bills fan. And, I hit him up that day. I was like, hey, what you doing for your game today? And he was like, yeah, I think he just said, not shit, whatever. He ends up coming over, and it was good. It was fun. And the
picture of him, I wish do you have the picture saved?
Yeah.
Send that to me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put that in the edit of Tommy when he standing in front of the TV.
I'm pretty sure I have it saved.
I hope you do.
Yeah, man. It was oh fuck, I didn't save it.
Is it still in your story?
Probably no, but it might. I don't know. Motherfucker. I'll take a look for it later on. Yeah, it was good. It's always fun hanging out with Tommy, but yeah, that was, I love when my teams are in the playoffs. I love those fucking where you just fucking nervous and almost want to throw up before the game starts, and then it starts and you're fucking screaming for no reason. I don't. Maybe other people don't watch sports like this. I'm a psycho, so that's how I watch.
Same. I'm basically in the game.
But it is, yeah. There's a reason.
I'm basically a part of the team.
There's a reason I use the phrase "we" a lot when I talk about the teams that I like.
Angelica says that same thing. She's like, I don't know why you keep saying "we."
You don't pay for that. I'm not mocking Angelica. I'm just mocking people that.
Yeah, trust me. I
you don't pay for the team. I'm fucking aware of the situation. Yeah. But my brother's a part owner, so
that's what I'm saying. Every time we're watching the Ravens game, I'm like basically standing up. I was like, we got this. She's like, we don't got nothing. I'm like, bro, stop.
Where's the check coming from?
Yeah.
If you play for,
Dude, I'm
Yeah.
telling you, we've just gone. Oh, dude, that shit's hilarious. But yeah, continue.
yeah, it was. That was a fantastic fucking game. I mean, yeah, that shit was wild. Tommy, I told him, man, I'm gonna be all over the place with this because I don't really know where to start. When Denver, I think it was start of the third, Denver was up 10 and had the ball like inside the 25, like in the red or high red, and 4th and 4 with a chance to go up 17 and basically just like foot on the throat and the game in the third quarter. And it's 4th and 4 and they kick the 3 points to go up 13 instead of potentially 17. And I just like, when that shit happened, the moment that field goal went through, I looked at Tommy and I was like, the Bills are winning this game. I was like, that's bitch shit. You go fucking win that game. Anyways, and I was half right, like not right. Obviously, the Bills didn't win, but they did exactly what I was like, there's no way this game ends at a 13-point deficit or anything close to it. And they brought it all the way back. Yeah, I have a lot of thoughts. I was all over the place I was so ready to come talk about that shit last night. Like, because I just was like wanted to fire off, but it worked out. And man, just like Josh, fucking the group chat with my brother and Travis today was just popping off. Travis sending fucking people saying crazy things on Twitter. I don't have Twitter, but he gives me, snippets. Exactly what I thought would happen. People just acting like Josh did absolutely everything he could in that game. And it's not saying that Josh made some mistakes that were costly in the game doesn't mean that you're blaming Josh Allen for the loss. It's just being honest about what you're seeing.
Yeah.
And people don't, for some reason with him, people just don't want to be honest about what they're seeing. That fumble right before half was bad, man, where he took off and
spun?
Yeah, and then they recover it with 2 seconds left, and they're already in field goal range. They get 3 points right before half. Yeah. Should have been a 7-point lead at half, and instead it's 10. That's 3 points that Denver didn't have to work to get at all, that Josh handed them on a silver platter with a bad play. And it's a bad play no matter what, just on its face. But, like, to me, it's especially bad because if you go back and watch that shit, and I said this to Tommy in real time, the reason that's really bad is because, watch it again, you can tell Josh is trying to turn around and look for somebody to pitch that ball to. That's what he's doing there. If the Bills had a timeout, he would have just slid with 3 seconds left and timeout, and then maybe run another play or whatever they were going to try to do. He was turning around to try to pitch that ball to somebody, to look for somebody to just try some schoolyard bullshit and fucking start throwing it around. And that's what, in my opinion, that's why he fumbled that fucking ball, because he was carrying it loose as shit, turning around to look for somebody, and then that's when that ball came out. So that's number one. I think when games are the biggest and shit gets tight and he feels like he's got to make plays, I don't think he can turn off the recklessness. Which sometimes the recklessness works great, and it makes amazing plays. But again, for some reason, people just don't seem to want to like take the good with the bad. When Josh has 0 interceptions and 2 rushing touchdowns and 134 yards, they're like, what a masterclass. But then when he has 4 turnovers in a playoff game and probably his worst playoff performance of his career, post game we're talking about, and the next day, like all the shit Travis was sending me was wild. Post game people are talking about like, God, I just feel so bad for the guy. Like, I don't know, man. I don't get it.
They're not putting pen to paper pretty much.
And this will be a perfect, and I know you'll understand what I'm talking about. Can you imagine if Lamar played that game?
Oh yeah.
4 turnovers, a turnover a bad fumble right before half that leads to 3 points, which let me check my notes. 3 points was the deciding number of the game. They lost by 3.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm not saying the rest of the game goes the exact same way if that doesn't happen. That's, you know what I mean? But you gave them 3 free points, and then all of a sudden you're losing by 3 in overtime. Like, theoretically, by that math, you wouldn't have even needed to go to overtime. All that shit. People bitching about the refs is wild. Acting like Trey White doing his post-game presser, talking about like, you know, that's exactly what you want as a corner. You know, chance you go play through his hands. I didn't touch him before the ball got there. Brother, what? You were there 5 seconds before the ball got there. What do you okay, like, I just, all this stuff is wild. We're talking about the Brandon Cooks catch that wasn't a catch that turned into an interception for Jaquan McMillan. People fucking acting like, taking screenshots of the 0.5 seconds that Brandon Cooks is on the ground with the ball in his hands while McMillan's also got a hand on the ball. People taking a screenshot of that 0.5 seconds and just being like, that's a catch. Like, no. You did not think that was a catch in real time.
Yeah.
When you were watching that play live, not one person on the planet was like, yeah, fuck yeah, catch. Unless you looked away before the end of the play. Then you thought it was a catch. But if you watched that entire, like, McMillan came up with the ball instantly. Like, Cooks never fucking had that ball. And there's so much to it. And I'm so fucking all over the place with the way people are talking about that game that I can't even focus on one topic right now. McDermott, I just thought was a really weird way to handle a postseason loss as a head coach in a post-game presser, talking about like, I'm saying this because I'm standing up for Buffalo, damn it. And I didn't agree with the process. How come we can't at least go to the monitor and look at it? It's like, because they didn't need to, because it wasn't really that hard of a call to make. It wasn't that close.
Yeah.
It was an interception. Like, this is completely objective because I don't like Sean Payton and I wanted the Broncos to lose. Mm-hmm. So and I'm also sitting there with my boy who's a Bills fan, so I'm rocking with him today. So like, I wanted the Bills to win that game, but like, and when that ball first made contact with Cooks' hand, before they even fell to the ground, I was like, got him, game over. Like, I thought Bills in field goal range, they're about to kick it, game over. But then the rest of the play unfolds and McMillan comes up with the ball, and then they show the replay, and Tommy's not a bullshit Bills fan. Like, he calls out Josh for mistakes, blah, blah, blah. So like, but like Tommy was like, doing the hopeful thing. They're showing the replay and he's like, oh, maybe. And I was like, Tom, that's an interception, dude. Yeah. I'm sorry, man. Like, again, I wanted the Bills to win that game, but I don't know how everybody is acting like that. I do know how everybody's acting like all this shit was so controversial because of Josh Allen. I did that. People have just attached their wagon to this dude for, you know what? Who the fuck? My brother said this shit. I got to find it real quick. And this is a great breakdown of what I feel like is going on. He said, God damn it. All right. I'm sorry. I'm not going to look for that. But that's bad content. Me sitting there surfing through my phone.
You're fine.
My brother said some shit and I'm going to fuck it up a little bit, but he just was like, he's like, I think the NFL has done such a good job of attaching like this, everybody gets a chance idea to Josh Allen. And I think that's what everybody like, and again, I'm fucking this up. I think that's what everybody is doing with this shit right now, where it's like, man, Josh is such a good guy. I feel like I'm a good guy. Man, Josh deserves this. I deserve this. So then when it doesn't work out for that guy, people feel like it's not working out for them.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think about this shit way more than I should. I shouldn't care this much. And I probably don't actually care. It's just fun stuff to talk about. But yeah, man, I don't know. The discourse on that game is really weird. Like, yeah. And again, the best example I can give is like, can you imagine Lamar having 4 turnovers in a playoff game?
Oh, yeah,
we would be talking right now about how he should probably be shipped out of Baltimore.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, man. It's so weird the way people just pick and choose who they give breaks to and who they don't give breaks to.
Yeah, you definitely. I'm like, I see it too much on Facebook nowadays, and I don't really care. But it's just like with this whole, like this black and white quarterback shit. Because
Yeah.
you know what I'm talking about. It's like,
for some people, that's definitely part of it.
That's what I'm saying.
Not for everybody.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the part where it's like I'm not gonna get at because it's like it's like well Lamar's, but and this, I can already see mentally when you were saying this, I was like I just know where these comments are gonna go. Where when this probably does get clipped out and it's I was already just imagining. And I was just like the motherfuckers are gonna be like, well, Josh Allen's this big ass white quarterback, but he's dating how this.
That's how a white man runs the football.
That's what I'm saying. It's gonna be these random ass mofos in there talking. It's like, well, it's like I think, well, that's the difference of like a white quarterback in the NFL than a black quarterback in the NFL. It's just like, bro, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like,
So there's the people who that difference between those two guys. There's the people who certainly do allow that to shape how they feel about a guy.
Yeah,
for sure. But I do think that's a relatively small percentage of people.
Yeah.
And then there's the people who they don't care anything about the race of it, but they know a lot of other people do, so they're going to play it up.
Yeah, that's the part.
And talk about it because they know it's going to draw some controversy. And then, there's the rest of us who are just like, how you would never let Lamar get away with that.
Yeah.
You would have, after that fumble right before half, that exact play happens to Lamar. You motherfuckers would have been saying, bring in Tyler Huntley and bench Lamar at halftime.
Yeah, the Ravens Twitter probably would have went crazy.
So yeah, I found it. This is what my brother said, and I thought it was perfect. Quote, the Josh Allen stuff is so telling of what we want as a society. Pat Mahomes has won too much, so clearly he's not a good guy. The NFL has done such a good job of tying the American dream of everyone having a chance to the person that is Josh Allen. It's why they keep shoving his balls in our face. He's a good guy. I'm a good guy. He deserves better. I deserve better. And the NFL knows that a majority of the audience is mostly people people who don't really like to think for themselves. So they're just like, well, the guys on the TV said Josh is the best quarterback in the league. Mike Greenberg said he's never seen anybody play the position at a higher level. Like, what are we doing? And it's not even after impressive games people say some of this shit, man.
Yeah.
It's just weird. I don't know. And I don't, if Josh wins a Super Bowl one day, I will be happy if I can just zone in on just him. I'll be happy for him. Right now, as I sit here, I hope he gets one day. If that truly is one of his biggest dreams is to win a fucking Super Bowl, I hope he gets to achieve that because he does seem like an awesome dude. You saw the emotion. He's fucking crying his eyes out, man.
Yeah.
And he's like, I feel like I let my teammates down tonight. I feel like he's the only one that takes accountability for his bad plays. Nobody else wants to fucking be like, yeah, Josh Allen screwed up there, but he will. He's the only fucking one who's got the balls to be like, yeah, I need to be better. And Josh Allen's great. And I hope he achieves that someday for him. But when I fucking zoom out and look at all of the people who just won't act like he ever does anything wrong, those people are the reason I'm happy the Bills lost yesterday. Again, I wanted them to win because I don't like Sean Payton and I wanted the Broncos to lose. But once that game was over, I was like, this is going to be fun to watch people talk about this. And it has been. I spent way too long earlier today, dude. I got done working for a little bit and I came home. I sat down on the couch and Travis had already sent like 3 or 4 tweets that had been circulating, just people giving their opinions on all the controversy, none of which is actually controversy. All of those were definitively easy calls to make. I spent probably an hour and a half. I don't know. I didn't actually time it, but just in that text thread with my brother and Travis, all 3 of us just fucking being the pettiest bitches on the face of the planet, dude. It was a big waste of time, but it was also so much fun. Like, we were just fucking firing them off, dude.
Man was just cooking up in the chat.
Yeah, dude. It was, yeah. It's just interesting, man. It's interesting the way people's perceptions are of stuff. And my other favorite part of it is the reaction to that game, specifically Bills Broncos and all of the controversy. It's proof that all of the bullshit the last 7 years about the Chiefs was complete nonsense, which I already knew it was complete nonsense anyways.
Mm-hmm.
But it's proof that, like, it never had anything to do with, like, the refs are helping the Chiefs, the league is helping the Chiefs. It's just, once it gets to playoffs, everybody is watching these games. And by everybody, that includes people who really don't watch football.
Yep.
And these folks spend a ton of time on social media, so any of the football conversation they see is shaped by social media. Social media fucking loves Josh Allen and doesn't blame him for anything, and acts like the other social media acts like the other 52 guys on the Bills roster are fucking bums. Like, if you look through Twitter, it's like those guys shouldn't even be on an NFL roster, which is really weird because James Cook was number 1 in league in rushing yards this year, and when they signed him to that 4-year contract in the offseason, everybody fucking loved it.
Mm-hmm.
But then when things don't go well for the Bills, it's like Josh has no help. I don't know. It's weird. I'm trying to, like, chill out a little bit because I feel like it seems like I really don't like Josh Allen, and that's not the case at all. I like Josh, but I just don't understand why he seems to be the one guy that people have decided that they just can't be honest about.
I don't know. You know, it's just someone needs to be the face of the league, and he's potentially going to have to be that.
I guess. I don't know. I might be a bit biased because of my friendship with Travis, but Tom
Brady always got like one of those? Like, got, like, you know, when he had a bad game, he was just like, you know, like Tom Brady, like.
Social media wasn't as big as it is now, so it wouldn't be the same sample.
Or like Pat.
So that's what I was gonna say. Like, as far as face of the league thing, and I get, like, you can have multiple faces of the league, and I think any sports league should. I don't think you should just have one guy be like your marquee ticket seller, quote unquote.
Yeah.
But yeah, as far as a face of the league, like, it does seem like there's an effort to make Josh that, and I don't get it, considering there's a guy in his conference who's beaten him 4 times in the playoffs, who has 3 Super Bowl rings. Like,
yeah.
The
math is math.
Maybe I'm biased because of my friendship with Travis, but I kind of feel like maybe that guy should still be the face of the league. I know they missed the playoffs this year, but I don't know. I just feel like he's earned the benefit of the doubt with the fucking resume that he's built. But what do I know?
I'm just Ned from.
Let's pick the guy who's 0-4 against that guy in the playoff. I don't know. I don't get it.
I get you.
I don't get it. I thought winning games used to matter. Now it's just like, how fun are you to watch your highlights on TikTok?
Yeah.
It's literally
how much edits can you get?
And it's with every sport. It's not just with football. It's with every sport. Motherfuckers be doing TikTok reels of, like, LaMelo Ball being like, this man's a problem. I'm like, he fucking wins 10 games a year. What the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, I don't know.
Trust me, I'm already knowing. That's why it's like,
I don't think I connect with what younger generations of I'm 30, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think I connect with what younger generations of sports fans connect with. I think younger generations of sports fans want entertainment, which sports is entertainment. Don't get me wrong, but I think that's what they care about most. I don't think they really care about like the winning aspect of it, because that they do until the person that they like doesn't win, and then they scream about how the NFL is rigged against Buffalo because it's a small market. I don't know. People are weird.
People are weird.
That was a real tweet Travis sent me earlier today. It was a reporter from Buffalo talking about, you know what? I don't think the NFL wants the Bills to win. Too small of a market and not enough money. You motherfuckers have been complaining about the league being rigged for the Chiefs for 7 years. Kansas City is one of the smallest markets in all of sports. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
It's so weird.
You think they'll finally, like, you know, get over, like, making excuses for Josh Allen?
Boy, that's a good question.
Because think about it, because there's no Lamar, there's no Patrick, there's no...
Oh, that won't matter.
But it's like this should have...
I agree with you 110%, but the people that cape for Josh the most, I don't know if they'll ever stop doing it. I think it could be 30. If Josh never wins a Super Bowl, I think it could be 30 years after his career, and those same people will just be like, I still think Josh is the best quarterback I've ever seen play this game. And the team and the organization just let him down every single year, completely ignoring that he had 4 turnovers in a playoff game. I don't know. I don't understand it. Again, I'm trying to turn down some of the venom behind the words that I'm saying, because I don't want it to seem like I hate Josh, because I don't hate Josh. I just don't. I think it doesn't affect him, because clearly, like I said, I think he criticizes himself more than certainly anybody else ever does. So I don't think it affects him, but like theoretically from the standpoint of like, if that was your kid playing like high school football, if you treated that motherfucker the way Dan Orlovsky and the people who cape for Josh the most do, you would never teach that motherfucker anything. Because it's just like, no. Like, that was the Sean McDermott press conference. I don't know if you listened to any of that. Was so weird, dude. Where first he's bitching about the process of the fucking interception, the catch thing, whatever. He's bitching about that. But then, like, the tone of it was so weird, because it's like, I listened to it. It was like a 3-minute clip, and I just came away from it. My brother said the same thing. Like, so you're telling me essentially, the tone of that press conference, what you're telling me is you essentially told your team, we did everything we could do and we just got screwed. I don't know. That's not a good message for a head coach to send to a team, man. Even if you genuinely believe that, that's not a good message to send to your team going into the next season. I just don't. I think that's fine if fans feel that way. Fans are allowed to be emotional and irrational because they're not a part of the team. They're not making decisions and affecting things. So that's fine. As a head coach, you cannot say out loud that you think like, yeah, we did all we could, but just got fucked by, I don't know. I just think it's lazy. And
you think he's gone next year?
I don't know. I kind of agree. If I was going to just be super reactionary about not my team, kind of agree. If I'm Buffalo, and I know he probably doesn't want to, I think Tomlin's going to take some time off from coaching. But if I'm Buffalo, I'm calling Mike Tomlin right now and being like, hey, man, how much money is it going to take for you to come here and have your first good quarterback in 10 years?
That's true.
Like, because I don't.
This should have been the year. I'm saying, we talked about some previous episodes. Like, this should have been the year.
Yeah, man.
That Josh has to do it. And no Lamar, no Patrick, no Burrow, no nothing. This has to be the year. And then this happens, and you just see him just weep in tears because he probably knew it too. Honestly, deep down, he probably knew. He's like, this has to be the year we make it. Then, you're going against a fucking young ass Bo Nix with a weak ass defense.
Yeah,
and there's no reason why. The Broncos walked out of that game with the win.
I don't, and all of that is true, and I'm not even sure all of that makes up. It's part of the reason why I could make an argument that McDermott should be fired. It's not the whole thing though. It literally is like the way he's handling this shit is just like, bro, I don't know. I don't exactly know how to describe it, but you can't be the definition leader of the team. Obviously, there's players who are team leaders, but you are the guy. You're the voice.
Mm-hmm.
You can't be out there screaming to the world that, like, yeah, we're being treated unfairly. Again, even if you genuinely believe that, you can't do it.
Yeah.
Like, and my brother said that today too. Like, different.
Makes you look weak, honestly.
It does, man. It's a different level of football. But as an instance, like Kirk Ferentz at Iowa, you wouldn't fucking catch him dead in 100 years of coaching if he could do it that long. You would never catch him saying that. At most, what a good coach does in that situation is, like, somebody asks about the controversial play in your post-game press conference, your go-to response should just be, man, I certainly thought it was a catch, but there's about 100 things that we messed up on that should have never happened.
Yep.
Which is true for that game. The Bill that should have never fucking even come into play for the Bills. Also, if you're gonna bitch about that one and you're gonna bitch about the fucking DPI on Trey White, if you're gonna bitch about those calls, then you need to also bitch about the first play of that Bills drive in overtime. So Broncos get the ball in overtime. They go either 3 and out, or I think they got 1 first down and then punted. Whatever. But they don't move the ball. They punt. So Bills ball, all they got to do is get 3 and go win it, right? If you're going to bitch about those calls, you need to also go back and watch the first play of that Bills drive in overtime and bitch about that play too. Because Josh Allen is standing 3 yards deep in the end zone, and one of his offensive linemen has I don't know if it was Benito or Cooper, I don't remember who it was, but has one of the Denver defensive linemen around the neck, classic hold, like gets called no matter what, unless you're Micah Parsons, but gets called no matter what, and they don't call it. That should have been a hold while Allen's standing in the end zone, which means it's a safety, which means the game's fucking over anyways right there. So the interception that you're mad about that they didn't review, and the DPI on Trey White should have never even mattered because it should have been over right fucking there. Denver wins on a safety. So, like, if we're going to bitch about some controversial things and talk about how inconsistent the reffing is, Dan Orlovsky, if we're going to talk about that stuff, then talk about how inconsistent it is on the other side too. Not just for your fucking superhero quarterback that you've decided is the second coming of Jeebus Christ himself.
Jeebus Christ.
I don't know, man. I get it. We all have biases, but you folks work in media. You're not supposed to have biases. Like, you're supposed to present to me the entire picture. You can't just talk about a guy who has 4 turnovers in a playoff game and be like, he did everything he could. I don't know.
Yeah. All right. Let's get into the Patriots in that
Texans game. So you said you didn't watch any of that one?
I watched the end of it.
Yeah.
And that's where I was kind of like,
we were having strong conversations in the group chat at halftime about you might want to think about putting Davis Mills in here. And
oh, really?
I said as we were having these conversations, it was like, you might want to think about it. I don't think they will. And then once CJ came back out, it was like, that's probably a good idea. You don't want to just destroy his fucking confidence. But it just didn't look good, man. He just looked out of sorts in that first half. Yeah, it was turnover. I think they finally stopped at 8 combined turnovers.
Yeesh.
CJ had the 4 interceptions in the first half. And then there was also, I think, 3 fumbles. Well, 3 fumbles. Did Drake have an interception? I don't remember. Anyways, yeah, I think the NFL record for a postseason game is 9 combined turnovers, and I think they finished with 8. I think Anderson had it felt like Anderson had about 8 strip sacks on Drake May.
Really?
Oh, dude, that dude's a fucking freak, man. Will Campbell was struggling to stay in front of that man. They kept asking Will Campbell to just check Will Anderson one-on-one, and it was not going well, dude.
Jesus.
It was brutal. Yeah, so Nico was already out to start the game, and then Dalton Schultz goes down either first or second drive for Houston and never came back. So then they were down to their second and third string tight end. And then Stover, their second string tight end, eventually got hurt. So they were certainly shorted on weapons in that one. But even with those guys, I'm not sure. CJ just didn't look right, man.
Yeah.
Vrabel seemed like he was dialing it the fuck up. Yeah, that was a slot fest. It was a fun game to watch, but it was like probably, as far as coaches go, like if you're a football coach, you're probably like, this game's a fucking nightmare. Like, we're burning the film on this game because nobody did anything right.
Yeah.
Keyshawn Booty had one of the dirtiest fucking touchdown catches I've seen in a long time to basically close that one.
But hey, we can't really even talk about the fucking Niners and Seahawks game because that was just,
that one's not worth talking about.
That
The only thing I would point out about that one is that first Niners drive when they went for it on 4th and 1. That was one of the weirdest play calls I've ever seen.
I didn't even get to see it.
First drive, I think Seattle scored their first drive.
Yeah.
And then first Niners drive, they get to 4th and 1 inside the 40, I think. Snap to Purdy, handoff to Juszczyk, the fullback, and then they run like a college option with Juszczyk and McCaffrey. And it just got strung out to the fucking sideline at the line of scrimmage and blown up. And
Jesus.
They didn't get it. It was just it was weird. It was weird.
All the momentum probably just fucking out the window.
It felt like there wasn't much of it anyways, but that was a weird play call to try to get momentum. But yeah, there ain't much to talk about that one, and I didn't watch pretty much any of the second half of that one. What
else one we got?
The one we just finished watching.
Yeah, that fucking the Bears and Rams game. Like, during the bets, you did win your pick. You did what? We both had the Patriots. You had the Rams. You were on the Bills. I was on the Broncos. I think we were both on the Seahawks.
Yeah.
Had a pretty good picks.
Yeah, we didn't do bad.
Not bad at all.
I should start writing those down just so I can track how good I'm doing.
Yeah.
I will officially keep track of that type of stuff next season, starting from week 1. Just so for me, I can be like, oh, if I bet,
yeah, we can do.
How would I do?
We can do like Ned, Drake. Hopefully Tommy's here if he wants to, actually show up. But no, I'm just talking shit.
Subtweet.
I'll text him. I'll text him like, what's it gonna take to get you on? And he'll be like, just let me know when to be there, brother.
Come on, baby.
Literally.
I'll suck your dick. No.
But that Rams and Bears game was probably one of the most.
That shit was great.
Yeah, like I'm not mad how that turned out. I'm not a Bears fan. I'm a Ravens fan to death of me. But to see the Bears go down like that should have. I don't think it would have been fair if the Bears would have played the Seahawks though.
I do think this is a way better matchup. Yeah, Travis just said the exact same thing. He's like, man, I'm glad that worked out because I feel like the Seahawks would. Yeah, that's probably unfair to say, but it does feel like
the facts are the facts.
Seattle would handle the Bears.
Yeah, like
Seattle's defense flies around like a motherfucker. Man.
Oh yeah,
they're fast.
Yeah, they're flying. They're ball hawking for sure.
Eamon Worry is so good. Yeah, dude, they're fun. Yeah, I'm glad how that one turned out. And I like Caleb, and that was a super fun ending. That play on 4th down near the goal line to tie it at 17 was absolutely bananas.
Yeah.
That was the play. I walked in the door, watched that play. I see Caleb start just running backwards like my dumbass when I'm playing Madden and I don't know how to deal with the blitz, and I just fucking take off. And then he somehow turns around and whips that thing and finds Komet. Good.
Just wide open dime.
Good no call on the slight push. I'm glad they didn't call that.
Yeah.
I would have been upset if that play got wiped out for a fucking bullshit.
Bullshit.
OPI.
No yeah. That definitely would have been some bullshit NFL shit
But then, you giveth and you taketh away. He makes that play and then he throws the pick in overtime.
Yeah.
Down in the fucking red zone.
Yeah, DJ Moore, you will be a Raven next year. So.
Yeah, he ain't going to be in Chicago. There ain't no chance DJ Moore's playing in Chicago next year. I feel like there's too much weird energy there where it seems like he doesn't like Caleb that much.
Yeah, I think if he plays for the Ravens next year, he'll definitely like the vibe there. Honestly.
Yeah.
So,
I know to branch off on that for a quick second. I don't know how you feel about it. I don't think we've really talked about it yet so far in these couple weeks or so. But
What?
I don't. DJ Moore or somebody else doesn't. But I think another receiver would be good because I don't quite. I'm not sure I understand the Zay Flowers hype.
Yeah.
I don't get like there's a lot of folks that talk about him like he's a definitive number one, and I'm like,
Nah.
I think I'd like him more.
There's video of Cam Newton, I'll see if I can find it. But he's just like, when he's talking about Zay Flowers, he's like, "You're playing like a bum."
Cam's wild,
and I don't know, man. I love who Zay Flower is as a person. I think he's a really good football player, but I just think we just haven't had the right OC coach to make the right type of plays, especially with the players that we do have.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I would potentially like to see Bateman get let go.
Really?
Yeah.
He does. He seems like he's hurt a lot. I don't follow,
Yeah.
but it seems like he misses more games than he plays.
I would rather have DJ Moore over Bateman any day of the week. And if that could potentially be somehow we make some shit happen, maybe we give Bateman, Marlon, maybe a bullshit 29 pick.
What's the likely situation? Is he supposed to resign, or are you guys gonna let him walk?
Once Andrews gave him that contract, the Ravens gave Andrews that contract.
Yeah.
Media immediately went to likely.
Probably not.
And was just drilling him about questions about it, and he was just like, of course, like he's just playing his role and doing his shit. But I hope I would like to see Likely back. He has that dog in him. He has that Ravens dog in him.
Yeah. So what?
And
I don't remember the details on that Mark Andrews contract, but like,
yeah, it's like a 3-year deal.
And that was last offseason?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a 3-year deal, $56 million contract, I believe.
I
believe. Don't quote me on that one.
I wonder if they can get out of that shit. Because, like, I know loyalty matters, but, like, between the two,
he did have
Likely's got a hell of a lot more years left on him.
Yeah.
It's like you got to get out of that sometime. Like, that's
definitely
why the Patriots stayed good for so long, because Bill Belichick would always just be like, thanks for what you've done and appreciate it, but also, like, I'm going to get rid of you while you still have value.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to go find somebody who's either better than you or just as good for a lot cheaper, and they're going to do your job.
Yeah, that's pretty much like that Todd Heap type of vibe.
Yeah, Todd Heap, man. Hell yeah. I forgot about that.
That's what's kind of giving me vibes about.
That motherfucker on NFL Street was raw.
Yeah.
One of the greatest video games of all time.
That was the one, that NBA Street.
If there was a video game that I could pay, if I could pay EA Sports any amount of money to bring back like that production team and like, hey, just make NFL Street exactly as it was.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to update it for new consoles, because I still have a working PS2, so I don't give a shit. You don't have to update it for new consoles if you don't want to. I don't care. Just make the exact same game with updated NFL rosters.
Yeah.
I want to play NFL Street with, Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson. Like, yeah. I wish NFL Street was like Madden and made a new game with updated rosters.
Oh yeah,
year.
if NFL Street did that, that would probably be one of the most. Like,
it'd be so good.
It'd probably be the most highest ranking. Yeah,
it would sell so well, dude.
Yeah, it'd probably,
whatever money you poured into it, you would make back the first fucking year.
Yeah,
even if you didn't,
if they did it right and correctly.
Yeah.
Had a dope ass, fucking announcement about it. It's like, oh, like we're back. And
even if you didn't do it every year, do it like fucking, I don't care. Make it like the Olympics. Do a new one every 4 years.
But one game that definitely we wish would have came back, that it's one of our fucking favorites, is NFL Blitz.
Yeah, man.
That was
the group chat. There's one. What year is this?
2026?
No.
You talking about this year? I was like, what are you talking about?
No, sorry. I'd be having thoughts in my head and then having that dialogue out loud, not realizing that I'm not taking people along the journey with me in my head.
You are in 4K.
I'm remembering when this took place, talking about Blitz. Me, Travis, and my brother trip to Kansas City in 2011.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 2011. 2011, the Packers go 15-1 in the regular season. We get the 1 seed. And in the playoffs, we lose our first playoff game to the Giants. And then the Giants go win their second Super Bowl against the Patriots. All that's irrelevant. I'm just setting the tone for what year this was. Packers go 15-1. That one game was a game against the pre-Andy Reid Kansas City Chiefs. Like, before they ever hired Andy Reid, they still had Romeo Crennel as their head coach. I don't even remember who they had playing quarterback. It was either Tyler Thigpen or Brody fucking Croyle. And if you're sitting there going, who? Exactly.
I'm about to add the Snoop Dogg. Who? You know what I'm talking about?
I don't even remember who the hell the quarterback was. I don't even think it was either of them two. It might have been fucking Heward or some shit. But anyways, 2011, Packers go 15-1. The one game they lost was to a shitty Kansas City Chiefs team. Guess who was at that fucking game?
You.
This guy. Fucking. We go down there. This is like, 2011. This is back in the day. This is while
high school days.
This is right after my brother and Travis graduated high school. We go down there.
Like our freshman year, isn't it? Sophomore?
Sophomore, yeah. Sophomore. Because the Packers won the Super Bowl my freshman year.
Okay.
And then the next year, our freshman year, not just mine. And then, the next year this happened. We go 15-1. And I'm at that one loss. And it's in Arrowhead. And the reason I start talking about this is I do this a lot. I start telling stories because you say things that make me think of a story, and then I say something that makes me think of another story, blah, blah, blah. But during that trip in the hotel room the night before, we played Blitz the League until like 3 o'clock in the fucking morning.
Oh, that show's addicting.
It was so much fun, dude.
Bro, I tell you, tonight, you're off tonight. You need to watch the movie Him.
Oh, yeah.
Jordan Peele movie.
Is that's Netflix or that's...
I think it's on Prime.
Okay, yeah.
I'm pretty sure. But watch it, and then when we do our recap tomorrow, for our next video tomorrow, then you got to tell me how it was. I'm telling you, there's scenes in that movie that have NFL blitz. Like,
yeah.
Like the football shit. Like when something like a bone breaks.
Yeah.
It has that. And dude, when I was watching that movie with my girlfriend, we're in the theater, and I'm like a fucking kid in a candy store because I'm seeing shit. I'm like, this is from my video game. She's like, what the fuck are you talking about? I was like, baby, this is from my video game, NFL Blitz the League. And so I'm like breaking it down for her, and she's like, I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah, that shit was my favorite.
We were addicted to that.
My favorite injury on that game, because they would like zoom in and she'd go like X-ray mode and show the bone snapping.
Yeah,
and shit.
and that's what you see in the movie. Is that
really?
Yeah.
My favorite injury on that game, and it was a rare one. It wouldn't happen often, but every once in a while that shit would zoom in and you'd be like, fuck, what is it? What's going to happen? And then it would just zoom in right on the dude's fucking groin and show one of his balls just, like, you just got ruptured testicles in this game? What the fuck is wrong with you people?
Bro, if they brought that game back, let's say they brought NBA Street back, NFL Street back, Blitz the League back with updated rosters,
Man.
NBA, NFL, everything like that, bro, this would be insane.
Yeah.
Like, they'd make so much money.
Yeah.
With the quarterbacks we have now, the NBA players we have now,
NFL Street.
Insane.
NFL Street would be my first vote. Or
Insane.
just Street, NBA and NFL Street as a package. Like, yeah, just remake those games with new updated rosters. Just do it every once in a while.
Yeah.
Because it's just, they're so good and you would make your money immediately. And then, I don't even know if you ever played these ones, but they were some of my favorite shit on the face of the planet as a kid. Can we start doing more backyard sports games, dude?
Oh, yeah,
those games were the shit.
Those are gas.
Like, as far as like low level, like not super technical video games,
yeah,
they're so much fun, dude. Like the perfect video games for just being like, I'm gonna play a fucking game of backyard baseball and smoke a motherfucking. You could be half fucking popped off of a 6-pack and just vibe, dude. Those games were so good.
Yeah, those games were gas, bro. I remember that. Oh shit, definitely get some good times, bro. I think we grew up in the right era, like because we had it like we pretty much like grew up in like the era where we didn't have everything, and then we started to grow up to like all the technology started like coming in.
I've thought about this a lot, and in a lot of I agree with you in a lot of different ways. Like especially when you talk social media.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm glad.
We grew
I'm
up with
glad
Snapchat. Yeah, Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, start of Instagram, Facebook, MySpace.
But
remember snowboarding back in the day?
but didn't like grew up with it for sure. Yes.
Yeah.
But
we
also
watched it
like
grew.
yeah, we watched the explosion
Yeah.
with it. Like we're just old enough that we got at least a small window up until about 4th, 5th grade where that shit didn't really exist.
Yeah.
Or if it did, it was still small enough that young kids didn't really play a part in it.
Mm-hmm.
I can't imagine being a fucking 4th, 5th grader, 6th grader, anything. I can't imagine being in middle school with like the way social media is now. I don't think I'd make it, bro. Like just and I don't even know what I mean by that. I just mean in a lot of different ways. I don't think I'd make it. Like just the way people talk shit on the internet. Like I was way too sensitive of a kid. The first time somebody called me ugly on the internet, I would have been like, I'm out.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't have handled it well. I barely handle it well now. There's a reason I don't have any of it. You know what I mean? I just don't. I wouldn't have fucking made it. And like the access to like
the world.
The access to the world, the access to porn and porn-like content. Bro, as a fucking kid, I would have lost my shit. I would have never got anything done. Oh God, bro. If I would have just had it right here. Because you don't have to do anything. Like, you think about how weird that is. Like, I wouldn't have made it, dude. As a kid in middle school, just fucking...
That's what I'm saying.
I would have been telling my mom I was sick every day and just staying home and fucking beating me. Like, I would have never...
Bro, I'm telling you, all the era we grew up in was, I'm telling you, one of the most coolest eras. Because, like, we experienced everything from the jump to the start of now.
Yeah.
And it's just like... And everyone's like all shocked about it now. So it's like, we watched this shit happen.
Yeah. No,
like,
that's funny that you brought that up because I have thought about that a lot. Just like, man, like you said, totally did grow up with it for sure. Because you know what I mean?
I said, we didn't know what Snapchat was, and Snapchat just magically appeared.
Well, yeah. And
we didn't know what Instagram was, and it just magically appeared.
I was always the kid that was way behind everything. Like, I remember, like, I didn't have any of that shit until like 2 years after everybody else had it. I didn't get on MySpace for a long time until a lot of people told me to get on it. Facebook took me a long time. I was way behind everybody else on that. I specifically remember in high school, I believe I probably would have been a freshman. I don't know. Doesn't really matter. Maybe sophomore. I specifically remember JT like for months being like, dude, you got to make a Twitter. You got.
Yeah, I remember.
You got.
Maddie
You got to
Fresh
get Twitter.
Oh,
You got to get Twitter. You got to get Twitter. You got to get Twitter. And I remember specifically this motherfucker was like, it was either. I think it was during like a PE class one day that we had together. He was like, dude, if I make a half court shot, you got to make a Twitter. And I was just like, okay, fine. And I think he had like 5 opportunities, and I think he eventually made one of those 5 opportunities, and I was just like, okay, I'll make a Twitter, I guess. And then, you know, I participated in it for a while, but I haven't. I don't even have the apps for Facebook, Twitter, none of that shit. I still probably have profiles out there floating around, but I don't.
You got some Facebook profiles.
Yeah, yeah. I think I probably got about 3 or 4 of them.
That's crazy.
I think I got 2 Twitter profiles from forgetting passwords and shit.
I've had the same number since elementary school.
And yeah, so I have all those profiles out there floating around, but I haven't touched them in like 5 years.
That's crazy.
Probably longer than that. Twitter definitely longer than that. Yeah, I just don't. It's just definitely not for me, man.
Yeah,
it's not. I don't need to. I have enough crazy conversations in my own brain on a daily basis. I don't need to know what every person is thinking all the time.
Yeah.
I'll
be like that.
I'll join the discourse like this. I like having actual conversations. I don't want to yell at people through.
Yeah.
Fucking which I used to do a lot. I used to waste a lot of time just fucking getting mad at comments that people would make. My dumbass used to sit around reading YouTube videos about shit that had nothing to do with me, but then I would read the comments and listen to people talk shit about the people in the videos, and I'd just be like, like I wouldn't type back, I wouldn't write comments back, but I would just sit there and steam and be like, "You guys are being unfair. You guys are assholes." And it's just like, yeah, that's what they're doing. That's what they do. Stop. Like they didn't even watch the video. They just got on, commented some hateful shit, and then left.
Yeah.
Like it's just, yeah,
I feel you.
it's just weird.
Well, shit, man. Well, that's all pretty much all I got for the day.
That's all you got?
Anything else you got for it?
I don't know, man. Shout out to the Iowa women. Big dub tonight against Michigan State.
Okay, that's what I saw on the stream site.
Yeah, fucking played real good. Iowa men got a dub the other night as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun. It's fun to care about Iowa men's basketball again because I haven't in a long time.
Do we have any games going on tomorrow?
No, I doubt it. Iowa men play Rutgers on Tuesday. Iowa women next game, probably not for 3-4. Yeah, Iowa women next game, January 22nd against number 12 Maryland, so that'll be another big one.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, they're fun, man. And like young teams too, so like if we can keep everybody there and not get a bunch of transfers out, it'll be good for a long time. Like Ava Hayden is still a sophomore. She's really good. She'll be like one of them like all-time Iowa players that maybe gets her number retired at some point.
Mm-hmm.
If she stays all 4 years, she's good. Journey Houston, freshman, good. Chit Chat Wright's only a sophomore. She's really good. I think the only who do we have for seniors? Stolke's a senior. Fearbach's a senior. I think that might be it. Otherwise, everybody's young, man. If we can keep, dude, it'll be fun. I'm still excited about the women, even post Caitlin Clark. I know a lot of motherfuckers fell off caring about the women's team once Clark left, but they're still really good. And yeah, I'm excited about the Iowa men's team for the first time in like 5 years because McCollum's just the new head coach has me fucking fired up, and they're fun. I think all these transfers from Drake are having some early season struggles against some of the better teams in the Big Ten, like just different level of competition. My brother said that the other day. He's like, turns out these Drake boys might not be exactly ready for Big Ten play yet. Like, which, yeah, like it's going to be an adjustment, but I do think like they're good. And men's team is the same way. I think we only got like 3 seniors. So if we can keep everybody there, should be good for a while. And McCollum's like a proven program builder. So I'm excited for the future. And it doesn't seem like he's going anywhere. I didn't know that when we hired him as the head coach that he was born in Iowa City. So, like, this is essentially his dream job.
Yeah.
Obviously, if the NBA comes calling one day in the future, that might be an opportunity that a person has to take. Mm-hmm. But I can't picture him going anywhere for quite a long time. It seems like he really enjoys where he's at. And so, hopefully, I don't know, man. I just want to see Iowa win a national title in something other than wrestling. You know what I mean? And I'm sure there's some other sports, more obscure sports that I'm not aware of that I was really good at. And I'm sorry if, you know what I mean? But like, that's why I was so attached to those Caitlin Clark years where we went to back-to-back national title games. I wanted those so bad, man. Like so bad. I wanted just one of them. I just wanted to win one because I just have never imagined Iowa winning a national title again in anything other than fucking wrestling or some shit like that. Like, it would be so cool. They're fun, man. I'm excited. I had another thought I was going to say, and then I lost it, so now I sound like a moron. But yeah. Shout out. Go Hawks. Try to talk about them every once in a while because they don't get a lot of they get no more. They don't get a lot of run time. Yeah, I'm good.
Other than that, man, this is episode 22 from the Heights Podcast. Thank you to everyone that's tuned in to the most previous episodes we have dropped, from Santos to Ned's back. Ned's feeling better. Ned's back in the grind. So, appreciate y'all. Like, subscribe, comment, share, do the whole 9 yards to the whole football field. We will be back tomorrow.
Let's do it.
So, video will be dropped. This one will be dropped tomorrow. Episode 23 will be dropped Tuesday. But overall, I'm Drake from the Heights. This is Ned from the Heights. We'll see you guys episode 23.
Love y'all. Go Hawks.
Go Hawks, baby.
Tell me that you love me, baby girl, what you on?